Hey spiritual rebels, welcome back to Spiritual Rebel Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a bi-weekly reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node. Or of course, if the title of the video kind of resonates with you, then this reading is for you as well. So hey, welcome. So I'm going to go ahead and pull an oracle to see what the main theme for you guys is for the next couple of weeks. This is going to be from September the 18th all the way to the 1st of October. Of course, I prayed and shuffled prior to turning the camera on, but I'm going to shuffle again for y'all on camera. Oh, and just by the way, two things. I will be uploading this maybe like a few days later from when I originally did want to, so I do apologize about that in advance. Just had to deal with some family matters, but we're still here and we're still going. And also, Cancer, thank you again. You were like one of the signs that I did do like a bonus reading for this past week. So if you haven't checked that out yet, please check that out. It was just my way of kind of expressing like my gratitude towards like the likes and the views that I received on your last bi-weekly. I know it wasn't like a crazy amount, but for me, like it meant a lot. It didn't go unnoticed at all. This channel and like my channel is still fairly new. I'm not new to this, but I am true to this. But this channel is new, so like I did take heed to that, and I just want to further express my gratitude. So again, you're one of those signs that I did do a bonus read for, so go ahead and check that out if you have the time. And nonetheless, let's get started. Let's see what the main energy is for you for the next couple of weeks. But I hope everything's been good with y'all, Cancer. I hope these past couple weeks has been treating you guys well. Let's pull. What do you have for Cancer Spirit? Just one card for the next couple of weeks, Spirit. One card for Cancer Spirit, Cancer Collective. I'm going to shuffle. So, I swear when I was even shuffling, this card kept wanting to come out. Okay, so we have the Stuck card, which is card 48. That breaks down to 12, and that further breaks down to the card number 3. Wow, that is... Spirit was trying to, And we have Sleepless, card number 27. That breaks down to a 9. Okay, so... Well, first and foremost, this energy, it's a little heavy, so I do apologize if you are experiencing this currently at the moment. It's definitely giving that, I'm getting that something is like playing over in your mind constantly. So like even like the middle of the night, or maybe like I'm like playing out, it's giving like something that's like, I don't know why they're giving me like a repetitive or like a broken record or like a repetitive like cycle, or just a certain thought, or like it's like I'm like anxious thought, like fears, anxiety, or like baseless fears that's like kind of keeping you stuck or keeping it just playing in your mind like at like random times. You could be getting up like middle of the night, quite frankly, or like waking up to a certain thought that's just been like burdening you or like troubling you a little bit. You could be, quite frankly, like not getting much sleep because you feel like you're in a stuck place in your life and you're trying to figure out like which way to go to get out of that certain stuck place. It could be in any which way or form, whether that be in like a love, romantic sense, work, family, friends, or you just take it. This is like a very general reading, so it could be causing you like anxiety, and like you're looking to like release this and to find a way forward. But for now, you're kind of feeling a little stuck, and it's kind of been like pulling you back in a bit. So let's pull some more cards to get further clarification on that. Again, I am sorry if that is your current situation right now, but of course, like we're never stuck. We just may have to slow down a bit and just take heed to that. So like maybe Spirit or God, the universe, like whatever you believe in, like just currently has you at a standstill or like a hold right now in your place, and you're trying to like fight through like it's like a resistance, like when you try to like resist a certain tide, but you have to like kind of like go with the flow of it for now. And I don't know why I kind of got like, like for like a slingshot or like a rubber band where you kind of where you have to like pull back before you can like, you know, leap forward. So maybe spirit is putting you in a place where you kind of have to, or where you have been like ruminating or thinking about past thoughts or like past like losses, or you're kind of like thinking about like your fears again. And then once this tough cycle is coming to an end per se, or like is passing through, you're gonna almost like leap into, I don't know why I'm getting to like a new timeline, or just past the situation in general. So this is also giving like this, like this too shall pass type of like energy. Please clarify the stuck card for the Cancer Collective. Yeah, you're fighting through this. Please clarify the stuck card for Cancer. It's giving like a war you're like trying to fight through. Please clarify stuck card for Cancer Collective, please. And just a little like disclaimer, this deck does have cards that are like reversed in it, some that are not reversed, so it may come out reversed. I don't typically read reversals, but I'll just kind of base it off of the surrounding like energy like around it, and we'll go from there. Last shuffle. This deck is so thick, it's so hard to shuffle. Okay, move this up here. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the Magician. Okay, Cancer. Bottom of the deck, Two of Cups. Okay. Ten of Cups wanted to peek out. Hold on. Wait, what's going on? Wait. Cancer, this is a lot. Okay, hold on. So, okay, Cancer, this is definitely given. Hold on. If this is in the sense of like, just like in a general sense, it's definitely given that maybe in the recent past, you were kind of, it's almost given like she's like ruminating or like reflecting on something. She's like, you know, out into the night and like, and looking at her cup and looking towards certain situations that she like experienced, like whether that be like, you know, past love or just work or certain goals or certain people or things around you, like in general, and getting more clarity and like more like insight as well from your own intuition of things that has affected you or like played a part and role of your journey this far in the recent past. You are currently in the energy, or you will be if you're not already, where you're gonna be feeling like remotivated. You're gonna like regain your confidence again. So this is temporary, and this is just so powerful. It's like court cards and like a major arcana too. So you're gonna be feeling like just like more empowered. And then like the Magician, it's like you're gonna like, I almost want to say realize, but I don't know if that even makes sense. But you're gonna like be realizing again that you truly do possess, I'm hearing like a hidden knowledge, but like all the tools, and I guess hidden knowledge would make sense because like that like infinity symbol, it's like a sense of like infinite like wisdom that I'm kind of getting, that you do possess that to carry you forth and to carry you forward on your path along in your journey as well. It's like you're manifesting and you're understanding that you have the capability to do so. This is kind of giving, I think, actually all the readings that I've done so far before you. So like Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, there's something about like a certain like a warrior spirit or like an empowerment type of vibe with the collective that I've been getting so far. I think also emphasis on Gemini as well, because I think something about like them like remembering like their power and like Magician did come out in their reading as well, if I'm like remembering it correctly. But it's like you're now in a place where you like, you know, you're gonna like, you have the power and your own like intuition, the momentum, the energy to manifest and create the new reality that you truly want to be in. You're like realigning. Sorry y'all, it's so late. I know I say this all the time and you're reading it like always like in particular. Like I always do y'all so late too, along with some other ones, so I do apologize. like tripping up and down off of my words. Like, I'm sorry, Cancer. But it's like you're realigning with yourself, the masculine and feminine energies, because it's like more so the feminine spirit of trusting your faith, your inner guidance, your own intuition, and your creativity, like along with you trying to be the go-getting force to like realign with that and creating like that like reality that you know you can. So it's like it's given like envisioning and like the whole as above so below type of concept as well. So it's like you're like reimagining, you're re-envisioning, you're going towards it, and you're creating it basically. So you're going from stuck to so empowering. This is so dope. If this is in a love sense, it's like you're going from in like a love sense. I don't know why, like I'm getting like you're going from like being almost too like reflecting and like too considerate, or just too much trying to not make it easy on the other person, or just it's like you're like overstanding, not even just like understanding, but if you ever heard of the term of being like overstand, like you are too understanding to a fault to another person, that now it's like you're taking your power back, and like you're not that you didn't have it before, but it's like you were almost too considerate, you were almost too like worried about or trying to like just like be like too like accommodating to someone else, that kind of like will make you feel stuck, or like it have you like just replaying and rethinking back certain actions that you probably felt like you could have done more, or this and that, or like what you said. Like you're coming out of a place of being too caring and too nurturing to now just just like making sure that, I just heard like me first. So like, just like you make sure that like you're good also, but like reclaiming your power back and seeing like what you require out of a certain situation, and how a person can also meet your needs as well, and not just you over like accommodating for someone else and their needs. So like you're like rebalancing out the energies like within you, so you can further like attract or just like maintain, if you're already in a connection, a dynamic that's more healthy and conducive to like to growth and to like what you want and need at the end of the day as well. So it's like now that like you're realizing that, you're trying to create that reality for yourself. Let me go ahead and clarify and get more details. Cancer, I love this for y'all. I love this. It started off a little heavy, but now it's getting like empowering and more like you're understanding, like you're realizing, you're coming, it's like almost like epiphanies or like work that you've been doing like with yourself as well. Okay, it's funny, I'm getting this. You could be having options right now too, Cancer, because these are two different court cards as well. You might be having a lot of suitors trying to come at you, and it's actually good options now too, because it looks like it's someone that's either stable and someone that's like emotionally mature and available. It's like you're manifesting and like you're drawing in those things, because now you understand like what you can tolerate, or like what's for you and what's not. I love this for you, Cancer. Please clarify the Queen of Cups for Cancer. And there y'all go. By the way, please clarify the Queen of Cups for Cancer. Queen of Cups for Cancer. Alright. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, and 5 of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the 8 of Swords. So again, with that stuck energy, that's definitely kind of like reconfirming that. So yeah, it's like past situations could have kept you stuck because you were like ruminating on past events or past plans that didn't work according to how you would have wanted to, or it didn't satisfy you. You probably had to like walk away from certain situations that you felt like you were just being like played with, or it's giving like ego, or someone trying to get like the last laugh, or someone trying to just play like mind games with you and like sabotage. So a lot of, it's like you're walking away from, it's like you kind of had to take time to kind of just like sit and reflect on situations that weren't conducive to you, or that didn't like, it didn't make you happy. It didn't like emotionally satisfy you. And at the end of the day, it's like you were weighing like whether or not, like just how worth it like all of that was, and how you didn't deserve certain situations that you were in, or that kept you stuck, or just kept you feeling stuck. And bottom of the deck, I'm looking here, 8 of Swords, 9 of Wands, Queen of Cups again, Wheel of Fortune, Pages. So it's like, yeah, you really had to, you had to fight. Like, it was like a wounded warrior type of vibe. You had to understand like what's going to keep like your flow and like your momentum going to next cycles, and to create luck. It's like some situations I'm also getting, it kind of like, what's that term again? It was almost like bringing like bad luck to you, almost, so to speak, or like it kept you in a place like, not of stuckness, but like, yeah, it just basically wasn't like, it wasn't bearing fruit for you. And even like probably being around like certain people, certain like energies, like you would tell it was keeping you in a place that was like almost like binding you. But it kept your abundance, like maybe even at a standstill, and had like an effect on your own personal like abundance too. And you're just like, you're realizing that, or certain decisions that you probably made as well in the past too. So just take that how that fits. Please clarify the Queen of Wands for Cancer. Please clarify. Let's shuffle. Oh, cards just wanted to fall out for y'all. This came out. This is what showed up just now when the 2 cards fell. So I'm definitely going to keep that, because Spirit is like, hello. I said keep it. So we got the Hierophant, the Moon, and the 9 of Pentacles. Death was under here, by the way. Death, 5 of Cups, and the High Priestess. It's very interesting. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. It's crazy because this and the Fool was what came out. Spirit is like, leave that back out, like I said. Okay, so it's given like, it's like you're in a place where you're following your intuition and your faith so much so that you understand like where it's leading you to, and you know that like your abundance is going to come out of it, and you feel free and so like independent, and just like you're so in your bag and in your vibe that it's like you would do like anything and everything in your power to make sure that you're not in the place that you were in before, but you're trusting. It's like a high sense of faith and trusting like your intuition, your spirit, your guides, the signs, the synchronicities, and everything like around you. You could be getting like a lot of signs right now as well, but your confidence and like your self-empowerment, and also quite frankly, a lot of people could be like, you could be like drawing like a lot of like attention as well right now. People could be like just like loving how you're dressing, how you're looking. Maybe you're doing like a new look right now too, by the way. It's like different changes that are making you feel better like along the way. It's like you're listening to your hunches and your own guides and your own like intuition right now. Yo, you're taking like a leap of faith. This is definitely also giving like Gemini, and this is like this I wanted to say it earlier but I forgot. This is definitely giving like a tropical vibe. So I don't know if like you guys, it's like, I don't know if you guys are planning on traveling, are currently traveling, or you have a hunch and like you're wanting to like travel and cleanse or get like a fresh new like inspiration. So from you feeling so stuck and all that, it's like you need like new air to breathe and new like motivation. But yeah, you could be taking the trip, quite frankly, as well, with the Fool card at the bottom of the deck. So like maybe like you've been guided to take a trip, and you know that that's gonna like just like also like further help in this process of you just trying to feel re-inspired and heal and just cleanse yourself as well. So take heed to that if you're able to do so. That's coming through really heavy. Please clarify the Magician for Cancer. The Hermit. Five of Wands and Ten of, and bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. So a lot of like, I'm like independent self energy. It's definitely giving like just like sense of like empowerment and like new inspiration, and just you're walking from away from like the Eight of Cups going into your Nine of Cups, and you're like rediscovering what's going to make you happy and what's going to make you satisfied right now in this time. The Ace of Wands wants to peek out at the bottom of this deck, by the way, too. So yeah, a new sense of like passion. So even here with the Hermit, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Wands, it's like that time. It's like I don't know why I got like you learned, or you know how to, or like you're learning to transmute certain like energy like within yourself to kind of use that as like fuel to create a new reality for yourself. So like maybe you are, or you will be guided to kind of, take that time to go in within self. Like maybe you're trying to like learn something new, or just take that time to isolate from the outside noise or people, or like even like silence like the inner battle within yourself, and find a better way to like drop the burdens that you've been carrying, that's been like keeping you just feeling like just bound and stuck to a certain like way of thought, a way of being, and you're trying to transmute it and create a new, and it's like you're shifting into like a new like reality right now. So again, this is kind of it's starting to like repeat and like emphasize that certain like message for you. So just like with Gemini, I did feel the need to just pull from like this abundance deck, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's funny because I like this card was at the bottom of the deck with the inner power. It's like the strength card. Yeah, so let's go ahead and pull from this abundance deck and see what Spirit has for you guys. Okay, so this is really dope. It's really empowerment. It's giving like a lot of like shift, and like it's like alchemy. I want to say like alchemical shift. I don't know if that's even a word, but like alchemy. You're learning how to like warp and play with like reality to your benefit though, and not obviously like not in a bad way, but like in a good way. You're trying to like just silence and transmute and like the outside and like the inner noise as well. I'm seeing 202. That could be confirmation, or you could be seeing twos right now a lot at this moment. A lot of you guys, this is just a heavy emphasis on like your mental health as well. So just take care of yourself. Seek that healing and that guidance if need be, just to help you get to the best of you possible, basically. Okay, 3 cards for Cancer Collective, please. Please give me 3 cards for the Cancer Collective. Ooh. Freedom. That just came out so crazy. Okay, freedom, liberation. How much freedom? You're unbinding yourself from that stuck energy. Your path. Gemini got this. Gemini got this. Check out the Gemini reading. I don't know if you have I almost said path. Like in your chart, you're dealing with someone that's a Gemini, or if you're just like, might like resonate with you, but check that out. And gratitude, they got that too as well. Karma and deepening. Good karma coming. You're healing. Surrender. At the bottom of the deck. Ooh, this is so powerful. Ooh, Cancer. This is so like, ooh, it's giving like chills. I'm sorry, this is crazy. It's like, and it's crazy because like Gemini kind of got like that certain like unwavering faith. The message is that's gonna like carry them forth towards like their soul path, soul like alignment, and like a sense of like freedom and like liberation as well. So this is, check out Gemini's reading, please, because this is definitely for y'all again. It's like the more you surrender to the universe and God during this path, and just like remind yourself that you can unbind and like free yourself of the certain ties that kind of have like restricted you, then you'll be jumping into like your timeline and your path that you're supposed to be on for like your soul's alignment, your soul's path as well. So it's like, let go. I just kept hearing like, let go, like, let go. Okay. Freedom. I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. So any past resentments, like almost like with this over here, any past things that's been like ruminating in your mind or like been like affecting your sleep. It's funny because right under this card is the burdens card as well. So any of that or stuck trauma, like body work is showing. So like trauma is just stuck energy in your body that you have to just like release. So I don't know if you have been doing like yoga, cord cutting stuff, or just anything to release it, Reiki, walking, like exercises, Tai Chi, whatever. Just release it and just free yourself. And write a letter to and do like a release like ritual. I know like the full moon will be coming up probably, I think, in a week or so, I think, or I don't know. I have to confirm like the actual date, but I know it's coming up soon. So it's funny because even when the stuck card came out, I did get like a message of like you're trying to just like release and like free yourself as well. So that's just spirit further confirming that here. So yeah, like forgive yourself and like from putting yourself in past situations, and forgive the certain people that may have been like involved in situations that kind of just kept you in a place of like going over those past scenarios in your mind. Forgive them for yourself and your own healing. We have liberation, and you could be seeing certain like dragonflies or some spirit like insects like around you that has been like significant. The doubts and fears still come up. Sorry, the video just kind of cut off. I'm gonna like just like reread it again. The doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they're you. So you have freed yourself of like the baseless fears and like all like the limitations that kept like coming up, and like the anxious thoughts and those certain things that just kept you bound. It's like you went from understand that you need to like release that to actually doing so, and now you're aligning with your path, which leads us to the next card of your path. Dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. So you could be having like that unwavering faith. You could be like praying a lot right now, or even just like meditating and trying to connect with like the universe to just help you further be on your path and like reveal to you your gifts, or just keeping you very steady and clear-minded as you jump into this next timeline right now. Surrender. I'll read that bottom of the deck. It's funny because this inner child card and the invite help card is coming out, so that's really interesting. And again, it's like you're like allowing God and the universe to kind of like guide you via your own just like your hunches and like your intuition that you've been getting as well. Trust that. That's them trying to work through you, like your higher self. Surrender. Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. The ego learns what's hardest, to stop trying to control the whole universe. So yeah, just release and surrender. Don't put too much of that power onto yourself, but understand that you co-create with the universe, and that's how you'll get your results. That's beautiful. I really love this for you guys right now. So surrender and allow God to jump you into like that next timeline. It's like, it's like that little the slingshot, like that vision, like that same like energy comes to mind. It's like maybe they had to pull you back to kind of like reflect back, and then now they're gonna shoot you forward into like a new reality. But surrender, release the ego, and release past just like limiting fears and baseless fears and thoughts that has just been keeping you bound, or like resentments, and just enjoy what God has for the next phase of your journey for you. But that's all that I have for you, Cancers. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, bye, Cancers.